Louis, a moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory. Remember that.
That when it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
You know, my father used to say, whatever you do it 100%. When you work, work. When you laugh, laugh. When you eat like it's your last meal.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Without pain, without sacrifice, we would have nothing.
Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices.
You are embarrassing yourself here, lads. Kids stab, girls shoot, boys punch, grown-ups fight with their heads. That's where the real battle is. Up here, in the grave.
And Dr. Carter had a tear in his eye. I could tell he felt for me. And he said, son, I'm sorry to say you're not going to box again. And I looked at him. I said, no, Dr. Carter, you're wrong. I am going to box again. You see, you don't understand what kind of man I am.
But you know, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. If one only remembers to turn on the light.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No. Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Why are you doing that, Tommy?
To remind myself what I'd be if I wasn't who I am.
You want to make security guard, you got to lose weight, you got to test in 1 week. Now, you asked me to help you, but if you're not willing to apply yourself.
Yeah.
Hey. Progress, not perfection.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Winners don't make excuses when the other side plays the game.
Every galaxy I've traveled, all you species are the same. You all think you're the center of the universe. You have no idea.
But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, there is no good and evil. There is only power. And those too weak to seek it.
You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. How is humanity saved if it's not allowed to evolve?
Life is this. I like this.
The odds were stacked against me. I won anyway. Because I win.
You won because Edward Darby came forward. You got lucky.
Guys like you always think other people get lucky. I don't get lucky. I make my own luck.
In their last moments, people show you who they really are.
You're all a bunch of You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be.
You spend time with your family? Sure I do. Good. Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
Why are we here? Someone, tell me why we're here. To make a car. To make the best car. To make the greatest car the world has ever seen. As strong as Hercules, as beautiful as Sophia, when it must be ready for Geneva. It's not impossible until we fail. If we fail searching for greatness.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Look at all those people down there. They follow the rules for what? They're letting fear lead them.
What happens if I don't?
Life's simple. You make choices and you don't look back.
The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
Oh, I see. Under new management. So it's your fault.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't.
First rule of leadership. Everything is your fault.
What you really fear is inside your soul. You fear your own power. You fear your anger, the drive to do great or terrible things. Now, you must journey inwards.
Mike, you don't come to Las Vegas and talk to a man like Mo Green like that!
Fredo, you're my older brother, and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
There's never been peace without first a great suffering. The greater the suffering, the greater the peace.
When you lose your money, you lose nothing. When you lose your health, you lose something. When you lose your character, you lose everything.
I have experience and patience. A man can do anything if he has those.
In every moment, there is the possibility of a better future. But you people won't believe it. And because you won't believe it, you won't do what is necessary to make it a reality. So you dwell on this terrible future and you resign yourselves to it. For one reason, because that future doesn't ask anything of you today.
If you're using half your concentration to look normal, then you're only half paying attention to whatever else you're doing. Just pointing out something that could save your life. You want society to accept you, but you can't even accept yourself.
And as long as there are those that remember what was, there will always be those that are unable to accept what can be.
You're a Connors student. Tells me you're brilliant. He also tells me you're lazy.
Trying to do better.
Well, being brilliant's not enough, young man. You have to work hard. Intelligence is not a privilege, it's a gift. And you use it for the good of mankind.
Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a worthless loser? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems.
Pain or damage don't end the world, or despair, or f***ing beatings. The world ends when you're dead. Until then, you got more punishment in store. Stand it like a man, and give some back.
A man with no motive is a man no one suspects. You always keep your foes confused. If they don't know who you are or what you want, they can't know what you plan to do next.
Your story may not have such a happy beginning, but that doesn't make you who you are. It is the rest of your story. Who you choose to be.
You need to be a gangster. You need to be a killer, Lil Yummy, huh? You need that. Okay, if that's what you want, if that's what makes you feel like a man, then be a real man. Come on, gangster. 5 pounds of pressure, that's all it takes. 5 pounds of pressure, that's all it takes. You got a choice. You got talent. You got a chance, and I want to hear about your environment and what your mama didn't give you and the white man won't give you no shot. You got a chance. Use it while you're still alive. You don't know what death is. You have no idea what death is. Make a decision.
Hey, Tars, what's your honesty parameter?
90%.
90%.
Absolute honesty isn't always the most diplomatic, nor the safest form of communication with emotional beings.
Okay.
That's it? You're not gonna offer to buy every painting in here so I can close up early? I think I actually tried that once.
A woman that can be bought isn't worth having.
You know, they say we die twice. Once when the breath leaves our body, and once when the last person we know says our name. And then Hirsch's life will be forgotten. like all the other poor fucks that ever had the glory of living.
These are the years when a man changes into the man he's going to become the rest of his life. Just be careful who you change into. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
I wanted to run out of that tunnel for my dad. To prove to everyone that I worked...
what?
That I was somebody.
Oh, you are so full of crap. You're 5 feet nothing, 100 and nothing, and you got hardly a speck of athletic ability. And you hung in with the best college football team in the land for 2 years. And you're also gonna walk out of here with a degree from the University of Notre Dame. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
Problems. Just opportunities that haven't presented themselves.
You are amoral, are you not? You are feeding off the violence and the despair of the drug trade. You're stealing from those who themselves are stealing the lifeblood from our city. You are a parasite who leeches off
just like you,
the culture of drugs. Excuse me? What?
I got the shotgun. You got the briefcase. It's on the game though, right?
The thing is, you only got to once. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once. And how you ain't gonna never be slow, never be late? You can't plan for no shit like this, man. It's life.
Why do you think taxes and prices go up the same day in the ghetto? The cost of living keeps rising to make sure people keep dying. How else could there be men with 1 million years while most live day to day? But the truth is, there's more than enough. No one has to die before their time. If you had as much time as I have, what would you do with it?
If I had all that time, I sure as hell wouldn't waste it.
So what would you say the biggest deception was? What was the biggest lie you were told?
It's not that simple.
Why not?
No, that's the biggest lie I was ever told. It's not that simple. And it's a lie they tell you over and over again.
What's not simple?
All of it. It's how they get you to give up. They say it's not that simple, Vinny.
So what's the truth?
That it is. That if you just do the thing that they tell you you can't, then you realize it is that simple. That it always was.
Just remember last year this time we were in a cage school, okay?
You remember. I never forget that.
I say be happy with what you got.
You'll be happy. Me, I want what's coming to me.
Or what's coming to you, Tom?
The world, Chico, and everything in it.
I fight for you. Who will you fight for when I'm gone? Soldiers, they fight for kings they've never even met. They do what they're told, they die when they're told to die. Soldiers obey. Don't waste your life following some fool's orders.
A dog who bites every owner he's had can only be disciplined with a firm hand or put down.
People die at their dinner tables, they die in their beds, they die squatting over their chamber pots. Everybody dies sooner or later. And don't worry about your death. Worry about your life. Take charge of your life for as long as it lasts.
I've always found the idea of death comforting. The thought that my life could end at any moment frees me to fully appreciate the beauty and art and horror of everything this world has to offer.
Life's not fair, is it, my little friend? While some are born to feast, others spend their lives in the dark, begging for scraps. The way I see it, you and I are exactly the same. We both want to find a way out.
When I was 16, I won a great victory. I felt in that moment I would live to be 100. Now I know I shall not see 30. None of us know our end, really, or what hand will guide us there. Remember that howsoever you are played, or by whom, your soul is in your keeping alone. Even though those who presume to play you be kings or men of power, when you stand before God, you cannot say, "But I was told by others to do thus," or that virtue was not convenient at the time. This will not suffice. Remember that.
Guys, what would you wish you'd done before you died?
Paint a self-portrait.
Build a house. You?
I don't know. Quit screwing around. Take the wheel.
Look at you.
Take the wheel.
Look at you! You're f***ing pathetic!
Why? Why? What are you talking about?
Why do you think I blew up your condo?
What?
Hitting bottom isn't a weekend retreat. It's not a goddamn seminar. Stop trying to control everything and just let go. Let go!
All right, fine.
Power is a curious thing, my lord. Are you fond of riddles?
Why? Am I about to hear one?
3 great men sit in a room, a king, a priest, and a rich man. Between them stands a common sellsword. Each great man bids the sellsword kill the other 2. Who lives, who dies?
Depends on the sellsword.
Does it? He has neither crown nor gold, nor favor with the gods.
He has a sword, the power of life and death.
But if it's swordsmen who rule, why do we pretend kings hold all the power?
I've decided I don't like riddles.
Power resides where men believe it resides. It's a trick, a shadow on the wall. And a very small man can cast a very large shadow.
We spend too much time worrying about what other people think of you.
I could care less what anyone thinks of me.
You know, that's what you want people to think of you.
It's the truth.
When you hear them whispering Kingslayer behind your back, doesn't it bother you?
Of course it bothers me.
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
You think my life is some precious thing to me? That I would trade my honor for a few more years of what? Of what? You grew up with actors. You learned their craft, and you learned it well. But I grew up with soldiers. I learned how to die a long time ago.
Why you let Mom and Dearest tie you in the knots?
Because we're family. The blood.
That's not the same thing. A wise man once told me, family don't end in blood. But it doesn't start there either. Family cares about you, not what you can do for them. Family's there, through the good, bad, all of it. They got your back. Even when it hurts. That's family. You're not where you want to be. You feel like you're supposed to be somewhere else. You said it. Well, say you could snap your fingers and be wherever you wanted to be. I bet you'd still feel this way. Not in the right place. The point is, you can't get so hung up on where you'd rather be that you forget how to make the most of where you are.
What are you telling me?
Take a break from worrying about what you can't control. Live a little. Live a little.
Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder. Many who try to climb it fail, never get to try again. The fall breaks them. And some are given a chance to climb, but they refuse. They cling to the realm, or the gods, or love. Illusions. Only the ladder is real. The climb is all there is.
Why'd you murder him?
I did not murder Dr. Lanning.
Want to explain why you were hiding at the crime scene?
I was frightened.
Robots don't feel fear. They don't feel anything.
They don't get hungry, they don't sleep.
I do. I have even had dreams.
Human beings have dreams. Even dogs have dreams, but not you. You are just a machine. An imitation of life. Can a robot write a symphony? Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
Can you?
What's weird?
I mean, you got everything. You know, down to the beer and the barbecue. But it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like home. Maybe it's because you don't realize how much you appreciate something until somebody takes it away.
But it's not who you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you.
Is it better to be loved or feared?
That's a good question. It's nice to be both, but it's very difficult. But if I had my choice, I would rather be feared. Fear lasts longer than love. Friendships that are bought with money mean nothing. You see how it is around here. I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny. It's fear that keeps them loyal to me. But the trick is not to be hated. That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough where they need me, but they don't hate me. Don't forget what I'm telling you.
Raymond was what did you want to be?
Answering, Raymond. Jesus.
Veterinarian. Animals. Yeah, animals. So.
Stuff, yeah, I got that. That means you have to get more schooling.
Too much school.
Would you rather be dead?
No.
Would you rather die here, on your knees, in the back of a convenience store? I know where you live. If you're not on your way to becoming a veterinarian in 6 weeks, you will be dead. Now run on home.
Run, Forrest, run!
Tomorrow will be the most beautiful day of Raymond Castle's life. His breakfast will taste better than any meal you and I have ever tasted.
You knew I was trying to get rid of you, yet you stayed.
Yeah, I stayed. I stayed because every time you threw a brick at my head or said I smelled, it hurt. But it could never hurt more than it did every day of my life just being me. I stayed because I thought if anyone could change me, could make me not me, it was you.
Because I like you, because it's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you. Mr. Rand don't give me my money come payday because he like me. He give it to me because he owe me. Now, I don't give you everything I got to give you. I give you your life. Me and your mama worked that out between us, and liking your black ass wasn't part of the bargain. Now, don't you go through life worrying about whether somebody like you or not. You best be making sure they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Then get the hell out of my face and get on down to that A&P.
I was so afraid of becoming my dad. Mostly because I thought I never could. How do you become someone that great, that brave, that selfless? I guess you can only try.
You love this game. I mean, love it with your whole heart. Because if you don't, let's not even bother. Let's not open that door. They're just gonna slam it right in our face. I love this game. I live this game. And there's 1,000 other guys waiting in the wings who are obsessed with this game. Obsession's gonna be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think, I am the best guy out there. I don't care if LeBron's playing.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
All who gain power are afraid to lose it.
They're gonna tell you, you're gonna hear some things. They're gonna say things like, life is not always black and white, but, life things are more complicated than that. But here's the truth. okay? There's good and bad in this world. And sometimes you gotta make a choice. You gotta pick a side, okay?
You see, the knowledge of death changes everything. If I were to tell you the exact date and time of your own death, it would shatter your world completely. I know. In a split second, your world's cracked open. You look at things differently, you smell things differently. You savor everything, be it a glass of water or a walk in the park. Most people have the luxury of not knowing when that clock's gonna go off. And the irony of it is that keeps them from really living their life. It keeps them drinking that glass of water, but never really tasting it.
Annihilating is easy. Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard. Hope is hard.
¿Qué es lo que quiere la gente? Poder, dinero, lujos, tonterías. ¿Para qué? Si de cualquier manera todos vamos a morir y no nos vamos a llevar nada.
And he's laughed off stage. Cries himself to sleep that night, but the next morning, what does he do? He practices. And he practices and he practices with one goal in mind: never to be laughed at again.